Yeah, we're here with Biletiri Tunde, who's into production side. He's the uh, manager of Black Celebrity Productions,
Yes, yes, yeah.
and he had this, petition written against him by Agoda, a comedian, a Nigerian comedian, well-known Nigerian comedian, and one Mr. Evidence, and he's going to talk to us about his travail at Zone 5. Mr. Tunde, welcome to Sahara TV.
Good morning.
Tell us what led to your imprisonment.
Okay, yes. Well, first of all, I'm a media practitioner. I organize shows, and we also discover talent. So I'm a publicist to a lot of people, and which Agoda happens to be one of my clients. I've been with Agoda for the past 12 years. So most of the stories you see about Agoda, I've been the brain behind it. At times, I use my money to pay the media houses before it will refund me. At times, it takes some days before I get refund. Because it does not do transfers, not that I use ATM. So I do most of the transaction on his behalf. So we have been so close to the extent, sometime 2018, I had issues. I used to run a transport company, which he was aware of. And I told him I don't understand this thing anymore. Like, it's going, whether it's something spiritual, today accidents, a lot of things. Like, okay, you are very close to Apostle Suleiman. Take me to him for prayers. Maybe that can stop. When he got there, a lot of things he just told me, I just know that this guy is not. The only call he made was just to tell Apostle Suleiman about one road that Obaseki has tied in those states, that he was telling him to come and buy land that time. We didn't buy. So I was like, this is not what I asked him. So I was saying in his house, because then he lost his former manager, Mr. Dave Ezomo, and his wife, his baby mama went away with his son to America. So he was all alone, and he told me, I came to Benin to do something. He was like, Brian, now, nobody around him, if I can just come and stay with him for some time. So, and I just took some few clothes that I came to Benin with. I started staying with him. Started planning a lot of things. Even when he was building a house, I was following him to buy spare everything in the house. The two houses he was building in the house at the same time then. I was following him up and down. He was pursuing a contract then for Project Salt from Delta State government to sponsor his silent hunt. So then he told me, don't worry, this is your problem. I will even give you 4 million once the money comes. So I started following him up and down. We were traveling together, driving from Benin to Uyo, Port Harcourt, to different places for shows. I was accompanying him. So I now felt, oh, he's like another brother to me. He's my friend. He doesn't hear things from me. So we went together. Then all of a sudden, he was not told his mom that this guy has some social issues. So his mom was no more comfortable with me. Then all of a sudden, December 23rd, 2018, I just woke up in the morning, greeted him. I go there, morning, the next thing, he said, guy, you go discharge. I was like, you know that this is the worst time to ask somebody to leave your house. No, not like I have an accommodation problem then. No, I have a house in Ikorodu, it's a 3-bedroom flat. I was like, because of the issues I was having with my transport company, I just felt I needed somewhere to cool off and be a friend. You can assist me at least. He told me, that's why I left the house. But that day I told God, I said, God, before December 23rd next year, put this guy to shame. Then I left this house. All of a sudden, he now told me that Delta State has paid him for the Project Salt. And I was like, that's okay, yeah. I should come now. He now said, what am I coming to do? I like, oh. And I stayed back where I was. Then I tried. Then later, I just called me here, come. And I sent me transport to come. He sent me 50,000 to enter transport. And immediately on getting to Benin, I just got a text message that don't bother to come again. I was already in Benin. Then I had nowhere to go. Then I just had to go meet one of my friends. Okay. While I was there, later I don't know whether I go spoke to him. The next thing, called me. I know you're already in Benin. Oh yeah, come. I want to buy you a phone to do this because I was when I opened the Project Salt Instagram handle. I want to buy you a phone to do this thing. And I went to meet him. We were not talking.
You are more or less the brain behind the Project Sword.
I was the one doing the media, the write-up. I was the one doing everything for him. So I was the one relating with everybody, even for the winner of the show up to now. I'm the one relating with all of them. So every media hype, I was the one paying media, both Instablog, everybody.
So you needed you back so as to be able to manage
to do all those things, yes.
Logistics, okay.
So I was doing all those things. But most times, I was doing it out of humiliation. At times, he would just be talking to me anyhow in public. You're supposed to have written this thing since. This is just to humiliate me in public. I will see beer. A lot of people, Monique, a lot of people talk to me, say, don't just beer, just beer. So I was doing that.
All the while, were you being paid for your services?
No, I was never on salary. I was never on salary. The highest Agoda does is, okay, how much for this blog? 70,000. You send me 80. You say, okay, maybe go that 10,000 for your transfer charges and the rest. He has not paid me salary. He has not done anything for me in my life. So what I just believe is somebody that I love. I didn't like him. I just love him because I felt he's very talented, but he has no structure, no manager, nobody. So I was following him to do things. Even while I was there, I discovered that his asset was the one going to the bank to help him withdraw money through check, and they were like, this is not even good for your brand, but this is your asset.
So when did things start falling apart? I mean, that
when things started falling apart.
At Zone 5.
Okay, yes, I told him, way back April then, that I had a vision that Senator Diri will be the governor of Bayelsa State. That, okay, now what I want to do now, I want to do a thank you concert for Governor Dixon. That I remember 2015 when I went to Bayelsa as Osita EMA and my friend Ofia Mbaka, the way the governor received us, I saw that humility in the man, like, okay, I'm not from Bayelsa, but let me just bring this idea. Because most times what I do, I create ideas and I use to make money. So I talked to Agoda, and I said, okay, that way, let me call somebody. He said he called somebody who was close to the governor, and the person just said, what has the governor done for the entertainment industry? And I told Agoda, that is not the idea. It's not for entertainment. In fact, governor does not owe any entertainers any money because you are making your money. You don't pay tax to government. So what we are doing is to celebrate his man's achievements. Look at what he has done. Look at airports and other things he has done. That's what I want to do. And I reached out to my friend, Mr. Richard. I said, okay, Richard, because that's the person that took me to Bayelsa in 2012. So I said, okay, Mr. Richard, can you help me push this project? Because it's through him I met Governor Dixon then. And I said, okay, since I have a publication that I do, and most times I celebrate people who achieve things. So I said, okay, let me do a cover for Senator Diri then, and also showcase some of the achievement of Governor Dixon as he's leaving office. So I had that concept. Then I go and I said, okay, I want to start your magazine back. But yeah, what you should do now? Me, I am a popular person. I write open letter to everybody. Everybody is scared of me. Blah, blah. And if I call anybody for magazine, they will easily listen to me. I said, no problem. I even took his picture. He sent me his picture. I put it in the magazine as the chairman of the magazine. Why me, the owner, and I became the editor-in-chief. Because I felt, he's my friend. Let me leverage on his name. So, well, later on, people started calling me like, Alpha, what's up? I'm going to buy your magazine. I was like, no. I said, but now I get the magazine. And I said, okay, no problem. Because if they told us 70% you won't collect. But why most of the time? Because most times there are things, they don't believe in ESA. So I said, okay, now the man wants the primary. They called me. My friend, that Mr. Richard, called me again. He said, but that thing don't work. Oh. That man is not the PDP gubernatorial candidate. I said, I told you already. That even in my magazine, I already designed it. I even called the man, the next governor of Bayelsa State. So, because even my editors and my work were like, you're not sure of these things. I said, no. There's nothing God has told me that didn't come to pass. So I said, okay. So when I told her, let's go to Bayelsa. Then I want to go to Bayelsa. And I said, he too has a show in Bayelsa with one guy's SIM card. That the hotel, there's no problem. The guy will give us hotel. And I said, okay. We now went with one cab guy. Me, Agoda, there on our way, we picked one guy at Agoda. So we got to Bayelsa. He first asked me to give the cabman some money. I gave the cabman some money. The next morning, after the show, and I said, okay, let's go to government. I said, okay. Though I've already made all my own plans. But when we got to government house, he was talking to one of the governor person. So that governor person now was not the governor of the governor's top aide. And I said, he was not now. Tunde has been with us since. It's our man. So when he now said that, so this guy has his own plan of Bayelsa already. So that there's no way he can claim this magazine to be his own anymore. So later, we now sat down with the incoming governor then. We had pictures, we snapped pictures. The man even took pen and corrected some things that he has interest. He corrected those things. And I said, this thing, I'm going to frame it. That I will tell people that at least this governor handwriting. So we did it. Then they now said, okay, I should promote the jogging we did that day. So then when we got to Benin, I was in Agoda. I was like, Agoda, what's up? After I bought this stuff, it was like, you get money and you go run and say, the lady say I should not put his name. They don't want to be associated with the man for now, because when we left Bayelsa, the man did not give us transport fare. And I said the man is stingy. And I said, no, it's not stingy, it's prudent. That let's not look at what we eat now and lose what we eat in the future. So then I saw that he has already lost interest. So when I started discussing with the man in Bayelsa, said, hey, send me what to use. I wrote the story, I sent to them, they sent me pictures of what I want to do. But I said, remove my name. I said, but your picture is there. But it didn't even make the post on his Instagram like he was supporting the government. So I took the story, took it to different media houses. It was everywhere. Now this one was impressed. The point man there was impressed. And they asked me to come to Bayelsa. I went to meet him. We discussed, what can we do together? And I said, I do magazine, I'm also into transport, I can do anything as long as it's legit. They were not told, okay, can you supply vehicles? I said, yes, why not?
That's the governor's aide.
Yes, the governor's person. Then he now said, for me to be sure that they would test me the vehicles to supply. I have the text message, see on my phone. I have the date, it was September 16. I started making calls. I even called my friend who has a deal with Toyota. That, look, this is the deal on ground. Can you? He said, no problem. He now sent us quotation. So I showed him. He now said, no problem. The next time I got on that test. They were like, your behavior is becoming suspicious. It's becoming fraudulent. But if you have the contact to supply that vehicle, supply. So immediately, that spirit already ministered to me that this guy has spoken to Agoda. Agoda has already sowed a seed in him. Then while in the hotel, then I lodged this Agoda friend, AJ, a comedian, came like, I cannot just stay in the hotel alone. He will give me guests. I said, no problem. It's allowed. Then the guy brought 2 guests. Then I told him that my spirit only liked one, that he should go with the other one. The guy refused. They stayed together. Then the next morning, I asked him to transfer money to the guy, 60,000 to his account. Then because I asked the guys then, how much is your fee? The guy said, no, they cannot charge me now. They are not prostitutes. They just want to make me happy. So, because we didn't negotiate any price, then the next morning, I just shocked. One of the guys took my iPhone S. I was like, what was happening? They said their money is under 100,000. But you know me, being a smart man, I already know there's a plan already. Because this AJ, I knew him through Agoda. So I didn't know there's already a plan. So I have to play along. The plan is, because let's mess me up. Because this is the same guy as at yesterday night, as at on the 15 or 16, already on the 16 already told me, rubbed my head. So boy, the way your head too much. See money where they won't even give you for this publication, you know? So I saw that he has already communicated with Agoda because I sensed that. All because he sudden change. The next thing, he took the guy in the vehicle, he said he didn't see the alert. The next thing, he said, okay, later I just threatened him that, look, I've already checked your account. I found out that the money has left your account. Later, he now accepted that, yes, the money just entered now. I was like, why are you doing like this? The next time, my guy give me strong blow. Boom. I said, The next thing, he was like, what's your problem? You just come our town, you won't come collect money, this, that, you mess with Agoda. See, this, that. Then I knew there was a plan. So, and I saw some security personnel. I knew they came to pick this excellency then. So, being a smart man, to create fear in their mind, I went to meet them. Are you from me? So, they announced that they were scared. The guy now drove off. But I know he has already achieved his aim to mess me up, to make sure I lose things. Then I went to Bayelsa Police Command.
So did you lose your phone?
Yes, yeah. iPhone S is still stopped now, it's stolen. That's another case that if I actually want to do a case, because that's already conspiracy. Agoda has conspired with them to take that phone. So you understand, I lost my iPhone S, a lot of vital information. So then I don't know what the guy used to eat me. People now started saying I was mental. But within me, I knew I was not mad. Then I went to meet the commissioner of police. I explained my plight. Because of that things, then I met with senior officers there. So one of them just looked at me and said, young man, this thing you have explained, I overheard what you were saying. Agoda is a celebrity. Post something on your Instagram page about what happened.
Did you write a petition?
No. There's such petition I go there first. I said I can't petition him. He's my friend. He's not just a friend. He's a brother to me. That's why if somebody else did what he did, I will forgive the person. But because he's him, I still believe I'm still dreaming. Maybe I will wake up from a dream.
So what now happened?
So now, and I posted on Instagram that I go there, that you are buying sheep land up and down in Benin. Your younger brothers, your younger ones, you didn't take care of them. That you are living in a rented apartment. That you send your talk to attack me. That if I die now, I am fulfilled. I posted it on my Instagram. Because that man, being a security man, he told me that is what could make you live here alive. On getting to the airport, I tried getting tickets. You know, this ticket racket at the next day, there was no ticket. I was okay, even if I don't mind, even it's business class. And I said I will buy. My friend, Mr. Richard, came to meet me, even at the hotel. We had meetings. I said, you have been one of the people that will handle the Port Harcourt show. So we had meetings. Then all of a sudden, I couldn't get ticket. And I said, okay, I already had a ticket I bought before. Before they told me in Bayelsa not to go, I should wait. Because I stayed for like 2 extra days. Okay. Even while in Bayelsa, the hotel they put on me, they didn't pay for the hotel. So the hotel people came and off the lights. So I had to move to another hotel, which I paid for myself. So all of a sudden, I started having vibes that something wants to happen. Then the spirit now ministered to me that they are looking for you with police. I was like, how? Because I noticed I've not committed a crime. The only person I was doing business with that period is Piccolo. I pick up my phone and say, Piccolo, why are you looking for me with police? He now said, no, that how will you arrest me? That there's rumor that I'm traveling out of the country, I'm running away from. And I said, no, nah. And I said, I'm in Port Harcourt now, so I'm even looking for a way to come to Benin, to come and meet you so we can discuss. Then I said, okay. That can come. I said, even if right now, if you can send me a private jet, this private jet can take me from Lagos, from Port Harcourt to Benin. So you know that I'm not running away. Because I wanted to just prove a point that you have been giving me millions. I didn't run with your money. Even this money we are talking about, you sent it to me while you were in China.
Okay, so you are supposed to have a show with Piccolo.
Yes, me and Piccolo.
What's the name of the show?
Yeah, we're doing it. It was South Mega Jam.
Okay, so the South Mega Jam.
Yeah,
you've actually been paid. Who paid?
Yeah, Piccolo gave me 15 million as part payment.
Okay.
Where Mr. Evidence gave me 21 million as part payment.
Who is Mr. Evidence?
Mr. Evidence is the guy that is sponsoring the other part of South Mega Jam with Benin. That's to be Warri, Asaba, Port Harcourt, and Abuja. I wanted us to add Abuja. That was 4 shows we were planning.
So you have like 35 million now?
Yes, that was 36 million.
36 million?
Yes.
Okay.
After 36 million, because Piccolo is in Benin, I said, okay, go and pay for venue. We already got the date from the artist. Yeah, pay for venue because it will be embarrassing that the artist will not agree with the date because he has given us a date. So let's pay for venue, and which he paid 500,000 to the venue people, the civic center in Benin. That's okay. The other 500,000 use it to do your own running around because we need a lot of. This is a big show and the artist has not been to Benin for the past 9 years. So this is a big show that is going to give us. Where
was this show slated for?
December 23rd. That was the Benin show. 23rd of December 2019.
Okay.
So he has already done that. We have already done, even before, when I came to Benin before, we have done meetings with billboard people. People want to do billboards, different people. He even did a costing to sent to me of what he will need because it was a partnership. So
part of the artist that was supposed to be in that show was Agoda himself?
No, Agoda was to be in Asaba show, which is November 23rd.
Okay.
Yes, he was supposed to be in Asaba show.
Has he been paid for?
I gave him 2.5 million as advance fee. He was to be in the 4 other shows. He was not going to be in the Benin show because Agoda already gave me, I spoke to Agoda as a friend. Look at young comedians, Kenny Black, Ajebo, they are doing big shows. You're not doing shows. Now, don't worry, I will do your show for you. I would do it. Don't worry about it. Just agree.
So this was even prior to the fallout between you
and
and
Agoda. So we now pick December 26th for Agoda show. That immediately after this assault got jam, that December 23rd, the next 3 days, Agoda show will be there. And that's a strictly comedy event. But this other one was a musical event, which we already agreed. So to me, I didn't see any envy because of that call he received from according to him from Bayelsa. That's actually what led to most of these things. Then my Piccolo, because of the pressure that Piccolo was on, Piccolo now called Agoda Alpha. I mean, confirmed that Tunde has paid this artist. So now when he called, those guys now told him, oh yes, somebody is discussing with them on that show for that date, but there's no payment yet. Do you understand? So already, first of all, that shows that we already have an intention to do the show. We already have contracts from the artist. You understand? I have 2 different contracts from the two major artists already. So I already give my friend money. Say, can you pay Patreon for these guys? So all those people, when the whole matter came up, everybody ganged up because the police, the IPOs, them like Corporal Lazarus, Inspector AB, and Inspector Lucky already brainwashed everybody that Tunde is want to run away with the money. So everybody were now against me because I paid people to do things. But when police invited them, I had no opportunity of sitting down with them to discuss. So the police just took them to one of them in their hotel in Ikeja and started for good 2 hours. I don't know what they discussed. They came. They were not, because they were threatening me. They take me from Benin that they will take me to IROT. That I should not worry. That if I did, they would travel me. That I'm believing that I'm smart. Luckily, we got to. In fact, that's why I said I would say that I should say I'm a Nigerian that has benefited from good policing. We got to Benin. We got to Area F that night. That was September 23rd. And the Area F people saw the way the police were maltreating me, even in their station. One of the female sergeants there just said, "This is Lagos. This is not Benin. That we have CCTV cameras everywhere. Even if the boy is an armed robber, you saw him in their hands. You don't treat him this way." Because of that, they refused to admit me in Area F. Then one of the guy from IROT that they called, one super, he's a super, I don't know his name, but a very nice man. The man asked me what really happened. And I told him what happened. The guy was shocked. And I mentioned some officers I know there. So he took these people to go and meet the officer, whether the officer actually knows me. The officer said yes. That this boy you are talking about, this guy is a big boy. I knew what he was doing. He used to run transport, he used to do a lot of things. I know him as a journalist, as a media person. So, but at the end of the day, that's okay. The next morning, they came to pick me to arrest those other guys. Then took us to ROT. You want to go to ROT? Those guys said, well.
Who are the other guys that were arrested?
And that was my guy that was actually doing the negotiation with the artist, because I won't give him money to go to America to go and meet one of the artists. So the guy they arrested. They were tracking these guys. I was like, you don't need to track these guys. You don't have a dealing with these guys. I was the one who told you this. I started spending because I wanted them to know that I've actually started doing the show.
So they were afraid that the show was going to be a flop. What made them start thinking that the show was going to be a flop? Were they trying to contact you? Were they trying to reach out to you? You are not available?
No, I was always picking Piccolo's call. It got to a point I told Piccolo that, because I already knew what happened in Bayelsa, that Agoda will be looking for a way to trap me. Because it's somebody I stay with now, so I know what he can do. So when he was called, according to what I in my investigation, instead of him calming them down, even if there are any rumors, instead he went straight to meet one of the organizers, meet the guy that gave Piccolo's money, to start telling that one rubbish. That me, I'm on the run, that I'm going to Dubai. That even that's what the police claimed to tell everybody that came for my matter. They said the boy was on the run, we caught him at the airport. He knew, you know one thing about the police that I like about some of them, they are very smart. They were giving me all this information while I was in custody. They gave me all the information. This is what actually happened. That it's not because of this way you were arrested. It was the contract Agoda got wind of that made this arrest. That the police even threatened me that, told me that, look, we cannot carry you for fraud. You see, that's why they have to write, you are a notorious cultist, you are threatening violence, so that police can come in. Because the police told me, even the IPO confessed to me that the show has not happened. Why come it's fraud? Then the next thing, the first thing is that for them to hold me, I should write a check. Luckily for me, as I issued the check, you see, I asked to be there. That check was brought to me in Benin while I was in their custody. So which shows I've not issued anybody that check. So the two leaves from the checkbook is with me here. The two leaves is with them. They said, okay, we write a check of 15 million because what we gathered that 1 million, you gave it to somebody to go to America, which they confirmed that. Then your money for running around, your own personal fee is 5 million. So you just write a check of 15 million. Then the other one, write a check of 10 million. Because you are doing run around. Then I should date the check September 28. The inspector AB told Lazarus then that, don't let this boy write this check now. He said, Lazarus said, the corporal said, I know what I'm doing. This is what we use against the boy. Because the fraud cannot hold water in court. Because the guy was like, how can you go and tell judge now that, so we arrested somebody 3 months before a show that he defrauded the people. That, the people were saying, how the boy spend the money is not anybody's business. As long as that day, the artist he promised comes for the show. Even if he like, even the IP was saying he might have invested the money in doing something else. Maybe we don't know. So let's just use that check to hold him.
So meanwhile, there were still some funds with you at your disposal
the
at
funds,
this point in time, or
I had
besides
funds
that have been paid,
I had funds
payments
that
have been
paid to a lot of people.
All right.
And I gave them this, okay, this is Agoda, 2.5 is with him. There's a consultant I had to hire to give us government contacts. Because our plan is to sell table for 2 million, 5 million. It's not office worker that will come and buy that table now. It's high network people. So why the consultant already? Because now this show is like, it was my own show. These guys were just coming to invest. Because I saw the concept.
South Mega Jam
South Mega Jam.
was your
It was my baby.
child,
Yes.
So you got these guys to
Finance.
That's Piccolo and Mr. Evidence
to finance.
So when Agoda got wind of how much has been invested,
yes,
that was when this
this crisis just came out. But to me, I'm not God, but from what I've gathered, it was like, let's take this boy out of the way and let's go do this now. Because while I was in custody, Agoda kept going to the man that gave Piccolo money hotel. Now they planned the show. But I know Agoda, he feels he's too smart. He withdrew himself. He projected Agosave to go and do the show there. So Agosave boy, All Adams, was even working out, doing things. All Adams was doing things in that hotel. So November 8th, I have the videos of what they did there. They did a show while I was in police custody. So when I got wind of all those things, the way that I was tortured, I was denied a lawyer for good 1 month. The lawyer did not come for me. They didn't allow me to make calls. When the lawyer came from Ministry of Justice, Barrister Wisdom came, the police bullshit the man because the man was visually impaired. Because when it was his phone, when you say something, the thing would talk back. Then I said he was recording their conversation. They seized the lawyer's phone. Meanwhile, I was on handcuff. Agoda came to beat me up in the station. He even videoed me in the station. So since then, I told myself that no. If this thing will lead to my death, let me die in this case.
Now, the complainants, Mr. Piccolo, Mr. Evidence,
Mr. Piccolo is still a complainant.
Did they even show up at the...
Yes, now. The guy came. Mr. Evidence came that, Shebi, I want to show you, say I pass you. I was like, look at these guys.
On what basis was that?
No, because in Asaba then, we had a little acceleration. Because he was like, these guys, they are scared. But, this is Asaba. You have to package yourself well. So we all sat down, me and some of these guys, we bought drink. All of a sudden, they now went to go and inflate, one evidence boy, went to inflate the price of the drink. A drink for 25,000, they now went to put it 50,000 naira per drink. Then they now even put in the receipt, it in 75,000. So I was not surprised. So then I will now challenge the guy. Then the next day I went to the hotel, they apologized to me that I should not be angry. That is that Mr. Evidence guy that came to tell them to inflate the price. So which is a case I can actually take up because that is actually fraud. I have the receipt of that.
You actually paid all that. Were you the one that paid for?
Yes, I will transfer the money to Mr. Evidence. I transferred someone, they want 30K to him. The other one was settled by cash. I have the receipt, everything. Because even people said I should take these guys off. I said, look.
So why were you? Okay, you were the one who invited them to the hotel for.
No. They were the one who invited me to Asaba.
So why will you pay for their drinks?
No, Mr. Evidence. Because of the kind of things these guys are into, that they hardly believe people. Like just because their impression is like guy man. You understand? So you have to. So they say, okay, this guy is not hungry. Those are the things that me and Mr. Evidence even discuss like, okay, let's promote ourselves. That we are youngest, we are billionaires. That was the whole idea. So people will be wondering, Nigeria now, who is this guy? Who is this guys? We did videos that he even said, okay, don't worry, that he's impressed, that he even give me GLE 450. All those videos were deleted from my phone. But the police, they never knew that I had some of these things saved. So I have all these videos. They took my phone. Now, I was arrested. My phones were not at the counter. 2 of my phones, the IPO took them to their houses. I've asked senior police officers. They said they might want to say they are investigating case. Bros, this is not a fraud case, not a cyber crime case. So are you saying it takes you 3 months to investigate a case? Now, my bags, my luggages were not kept at the counter. They didn't record anything in my name. The officers who saw the way I was maltreated came to meet me saying, young man, if you are going to court, sign the money you have in counter a day before. And I said, why? I said, because if you sign that money a day before, there's no way you can sign money and sign your phone and be in the cell. Then because it gets to where this case will get to, the IG will be involved. They will send signal, bring the cell state. Now it was on record. I went to court November 13. My luggage, the IPO brought them from his house. I was returned back to the custody. We now went to December 11. The IPO took them to his houses too. You see what I say sometimes? I'm very happy for a lot of police officers. So the officers now told me that I'm not feeling fine. I should look for a way to tell them to take me to the hospital. That when I get to the hospital, I will mention that I want to take something from my bag. That if I get there, that I will say that my luggage is in the IPO's boot. So
now let's look at how are you able to bring yourself out of this?
Yes, okay. Then December 11, I was taken to court. Luckily, as God will have me, because God knows I'm innocent, I was granted bail. Very stringent condition. Very stringent. But
what were those conditions?
The prosecutor wanted level 17, federal. But I thank God I was given level 12, CFO, my international passport. Because Agoda knew I had issue that my passport was not with me, that I could not get my passport. I know that's what the police now included that. But luckily, my passport was DHL from Lagos to my lawyer that they submitted in court. So that alone, I didn't know they said that they are lies. Everything that happened to me were all lies. So luckily, because I told you, I got the revelation that I would have been in detention for 6 months. I got the revelation 5 good times. Because, okay, let me share, I was born in 1986, April 15. Immediately I completed 33 years old, my woman took in. They started solving my transport issue gradually. Then that same time, God also ministered to me that, like the voice will come like, you will be detained for 6 months. But normally I used to think it's a joke because since 2016 I've been getting that revelation. Oh, like how will I be detained for 6 months when I'm not a criminal? But the God now told me then that you will go because I want you to fight for people who are intimidated because you are my son. I love you so much. That is why your ministry is going to start at 33. But you're not going to be a pastor. So that's how the whole thing happened. I started getting jobs, different people were offering me jobs all of a sudden. So Agoda now thought I did ritual. Because he told my brothers that I did ritual, that I'm a ritualist. This time Agoda called me September 11 to tell me that I should take me to where I used to go to. No, the police can have this call extract now. No, that's one thing, but most of these guys don't know. The FCID can collect that call extract. There are a lot of things he told me because he just thought it was not ordinary. I told you, I said, but I'm a man that God uses a lot. That okay, look at February 13 that I was taken to court. From the prosecutor did not show up.
All right, so let's now conclude it because we're running out of time.
Okay.
What are your demands at this point?
Yeah, my demand is that the police took the IPO, Corporal Lazarus, 2 of my ass documents is with them. My hard drive containing all my events, all my previous publications, and everything I've been doing is with them. My father's gratuity and pension that I was pursuing in those states, the file was in my bag. And that money is 7.6 million.
Yeah.
The file is with them. The magazine that the governor corrected, that is like something I want to keep in my archive, is with them. My company papers, they are with them. So my shoes were missing. In fact, they had to give my things to my brother at the court. When I now told them these things were not there, they threatened they can shoot us, nothing will happen. Because since I was the one with them, I knew that one of them had pistol, the other guy had AK. So I just told them, they now forced my brother and myself that we must sign.
What did you sign?
That we should sign that these things were returned to, some things were returned to us, which is signed. But luckily, it's as stupid they are, I don't have a copy of that. It's just like when I was in custody, Agoda brought a letter for me to acknowledge that he has given me the money back. Which he didn't give me money back. I was tortured to do all these things. I had no access to a lawyer. So what I really want, I want these officers to be brought to book. Because these guys boasted to me that nothing can happen. That yes, 100,000 naira they work that transfer to from zone 5 to any other station. But if I don't take time, they will finish my enemy.